in between. Well, then fitness, okay.
Okay, that
so
is what you are
along
looking
with
for.
fun, we have something else that's fitness coming into,
yeah.
right? So along with refreshing your mind, relaxing, it's fitness as well. So now there's some health-related aspect coming to it. Anything else? He's always being yes.
To show my boss that I'm very busy.
Alright, so you want to hear something like that. Alright, so that's a game that we all play.
Yeah.
Alright, which is probably not very good, but yeah, we play that game. Right? Alright, what else? Is it necessary that we all play games only
to have fun?
Have fun, or just to keep ourselves physically fit, or just to show something which is really not?
Some games are meant for mental fitness also.
Mental fitness, yes.
IQ games and things.
Yes. Developing your intellectual abilities,
Exactly.
yes.
Right.
Cognition, it enhances cognition.
Enhances cognition, right?
Right. So
yes, sorry.
Yeah.
Yes.
So it is how you define game.
Okay.
Right.
It depends on how you define game.
Alright.
Because when a child at the age of 4 months or 5 months plays with his mother, then he is not aware of what he is doing, whether
Yes.
it's a physical exercise or what. But it is the emotional bonding.
Yes.
It is a tension releasing of tension.
Correct.
It is it also gives a kind of moral strength to the child that the mother is attached to the child and playing with.
Sure.
So it has lot of other functions which can't be divided if we define game as a conscious set of actions.
Okay.
Okay, but
It is lying somewhere unconsciously also.
That's right. So that's how we started out with.
Yeah.
It's a basic instinct for
Right.
us to play games, right? Great. So, and also, you can use it for educational purposes. So something that increasing your intellectual abilities, capabilities. So that comes to those educational games. So you go out for those outbound team building activities and so on and so forth, right? So you have all kinds of games.
right. So one more question here is, when you said you play games for various reasons, so what is the unique thing in a game that makes it a game, you feel?
Involvement.
Okay. But maybe you are involved into, like when you are having a food, you are too much involved into that. But it's not a game, right?
Excitement of what will happen next.
Okay, so, fear of unknown kind of.
Probably we are working always with our imagination, not in reality.
Score points.
Sorry?
So points, alright. So you're looking for the
Okay, some reward.
Yeah? Okay.
We get a sense of achievement after completion or
Sense of achievement, completion, right?
Right?
There is challenge you, but you know, when you're not going to really get physically hurt, or you're not going to lose any physical or tangible money. Yeah, but yeah, it's there here. It's mental, more of mental, right?
But it's a challenge that you agree to, right?
Yes.
So if I ask you to do something very simple, 1 plus 2, would you enjoy that game? You may not. But if I ask you some difficult calculation, or you have to figure out some mathematical formulae, then you enjoy that game, because I challenge your intellectual abilities. And the same case is with any game. Like any game that is having a very simple way of interaction and very simple problem solving will not be a game. So that is our hypothesis. So we'll just go ahead. So I think we have just given the evolution of game, like how it's all started. Like when the first computer was built, it was just maybe a vacuum tubes, and then it moved into something called pixel, and then it moved into graphics, UI, and people started playing games. So this doesn't have any like